Hey, good afternoon. Welcome back to the Retired Guy's Garage. So, y'all know, obviously, we're inside our RV. And y'all know, this one's a little older. This is a 2008 model, And, not all of us can afford to go out and spend. Boy, we were just at the RV show last weekend in Jonesboro, and wowza, they are certainly proud of those proud of those things by the prices we saw. So for those of us that can't go out and spend 125 to upwards of $1 million on a new RV, we kind of need to upgrade the one we have when we can. So that's what we're going to do today. And I'm sure you can see behind me, there's a big hole in the wall where a TV used to be. Our 1920 television that used to, just kidding, but the TV that's been there since 2008 when this coach was built is outdated, to say the least. So we're going to try and fix that today. Most of the campgrounds we go to nowadays, cable television is the thing of the past. So, time to put in a smart TV, right? Most campgrounds have Wi-Fi available throughout the campground. So, why not put in a smart television? And it's gonna, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there is an old CRT TV DVD. Yes, an old CRT television DVD combo up in the loft that's probably was built sometime around the time I was born. Just kidding, because that was 1,000,000 years ago. But I want to replace that one too. Carl and I already talked about it, and we said, well, let's replace that one. So I haven't gotten up there and measured it yet, but I think maybe a 24-inch flat screen will fit up there. So that's going to be the next thing I replace. So, but for today, we need to replace our very antiquated, let's see, 18. So this thing is almost 17 years old. So, and certainly not, it's an it's an LCD television that we took out, and it still has a great picture. There's nothing wrong with it, but doesn't, it's not a smart TV, and I'd like to be able to, hook a Google Chromecast up to it if I wanted to, or actually the TV I'm putting in it is the one that's in the garage right now, which is a Roku TV. It's an LED Roku TV, and unfortunately I'm going to have to steal a mount for it too, and I'll tell you why in just a second. So I've already gone ahead and gotten the television out. I've removed the bolts, removed the nuts, I should say, from these studs. Now these studs are about, 2.5 inches long, so they're 10 miles longer than they needed to be, which actually gave me the opportunity to use a tool don't use very much, and I use my Craftsman hollow sockets. Can't use these things on an impact wrench or anything like that, so don't get any ideas. But for doing stuff like this, where you've got a long stud like that and it's too long for a regular deep socket, man, these things are the bomb. I don't even know if you can get these anymore. I got this a long time ago, and I don't even know if you can get it anymore. So, but it's a very cool set. It's made by Craftsman, and awesome for this type of job. So, what we need to do first, let's get right into this. And we need to get this mount off. So like I said, I've already gone ahead and pulled the nuts off of it. I've already, of course, TV's gone, so these wires are all just most of these wires will stay. But I do need to cut cut the zip ties out and pull the power cord out for the old TV. So we'll do that in just a second. But this thing should just pop right out of here. Sure it will. Or not. like I said, that should just pop right out of there. And these things, I don't know how those are in there, but those are going to have to come out. So I'm going to have to get the Sawzall out and zip these down, because there's a wooden piece of plywood back here, obviously. And a couple of screws that I don't know where those are from. But the new mount is a big piece of plate steel that's going to go in here. So, which will give me multiple points to screw this in with lag screws. So, a new TV, certainly not as heavy as the old one. So, doesn't need quite this stout of a television mount to mount it, but I want to make sure that it stays mounted. You know, that it's pretty secure. Because let's face it, this thing bounces around a ton when we're driving down the road. So, that being said, let me get in. Let me get the other television out of the garage. I gotta dismount it from the wall and get it out here, and let's get it mounted. So stick with me. I'll be right back. Of course, this one really wasn't in the way, but went ahead and sawzalled that thing. Sawzalled that bolt off anyway, just because I didn't want it hanging out in there, maybe jamming up against the back of the television, which, you know, generally not good to have things poking into the back of your LED TV. So, yeah, so sawzalled off both the studs, because I couldn't, unfortunately, get to the back side of it to be able to take them out. So, drilled 4 pilot holes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put some lag bolts into the backing, and that is going to do just fine. So, like I said, this all came out of the garage, come off the garage wall. So, I guess that means I'm going to need a bigger TV for the garage, is basically what that's telling me. So, I'm going to go grab the shop vac real quick. I'm going to clean up after myself and get all this dust and dirt out of here. And then we'll get to putting the new one in. So, so far, pretty straightforward job. But yeah, stick with me. Be right back. We'll get this TV mounted and fire it up and see if it works. So I've cleaned up my mess. Now comes the fun part, because I'm out here by myself, trying to get this TV mounted to the bracket. Luckily, this TV's pretty light. I can kind of grab it with one hand. Kind of hold it in place. All right, and that actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I know this all lines up because this was already in place in the garage, so on this actual bracket. So I know this all lines up, the bracket fits. Kind of went ahead and cleaned off the back of the television because it's been out in the garage for quite a while, so I wanted to get it cleaned up before it, so I just didn't put it in here all dusty and nasty. All right, so that's that. Let's see. So the rest of this is going to be not able to be seen because I'm going to have to run the wires up through here, zip tie them, and all that good stuff. So I'll bring it back when I'm done, and we'll finish this up. Stick with me, I'll be right back. All right, well, I obviously have to clean up the wiring and zip tie and stuff still, but there it is. It's running off the Wi-Fi in the house, so hey, this is great. I can't believe it. So yeah, like I said, not all of us can afford to, go out and spend 125 or, like I said, up to shoot over $1 million nowadays on a new RV. So much like the classic cars and trucks, we like to keep classic campers running too. So this was a quick upgrade. I mean, all total, even with having to take the TV out of the garage and off the wall in the garage and bring it in here, I mean, I've got probably a couple hours invested in this project, but I've got a nice smart TV in the living room of the RV that we didn't have before. So, and I think I'm going to start looking for a smaller smart TV to put in the master bedroom. So, yeah, it's hooked up to Google right now because, like I said, it's running off the Wi-Fi in the house, and yeah, great picture, and I'm happy with it. So I'll repeat myself from earlier in the video. Most campgrounds nowadays, at least the newer ones, well, I shouldn't say most, but a lot of the newer campgrounds don't even have cable television anymore. It's kind of went by the way of 8-track tapes. I know I'm really dating myself now. Let's see, what's something y'all might really relate to. Kind of went by the way of compact discs and maybe floppy disks. No, that's even before your time. Anyway, not for everybody though. So most campgrounds nowadays, most of the newer campgrounds nowadays, they're all Wi-Fi based and internet based television. So that's why we needed to get a smart TV in here. And actually, we've been running the master bedroom television off of a Google Chromecast as well. So we've kind of got smart television in there, Wi-Fi based television in there, so we don't have to rely on cable if we get to a campground that doesn't have one. So anyway, that is going to wrap it up for this video. This was just kind of a quick one on upgrading the television in the living room here for our RV. Hope you enjoyed the video. You can always catch me on social media, obviously. I'm here on YouTube, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram at The Retired Guys Garage, and I'm also on X at TRGG2024. If you'd like to shoot me an email, by all means, feel free. Email address is trgg2024@gmail.com. That's trgg2024@gmail.com. Of course, as always, if you'd like to stop by my Etsy store, theretiredguysgarage.etsy.com. You can pick yourself up a t-shirt, hat, maybe. Help support the channel. I'd really appreciate it. So, that being said, that's going to wrap it up. As always, thank you so much for watching the video. I really appreciate it, more than you'll ever know. And, of course, thank you for the support that you've shown the channel. I just checked the other day. For a small channel that I am, I'm over 30,000 views in less than a year. I think that, for me, that's pretty darn good. I'm not going to complain. And that is all because of you. So we do appreciate it. And I've even seen the subscribers start to climb a little bit too. So it's a good sign. And thank you so much. I really appreciate it. But until the next time, y'all, please be safe. Take care of yourselves. And I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Bye for now.